Welcome back to the Precision Trader. Just want to do an overview on the market today. The order book, what you could have seen before everybody else. Pull the curtain back. With that said, we're going to start on GME. Right now they got a pre-earnings pump FOMO. Why not take advantage of it? So now, with that said, I can tell you right now, there's no way on God's green earth that I will touch meme stocks without having, the knowledge of what's going on behind the curtain. Without BOOKMAP, I'm not trading GME. I'm not trading AMC. None of those. It's just not going to happen. Or any stock that's just got crazy moment. It's like, no, I need to see where everybody's loading up at. So that's the only way I can confidently trade it now. Hey, somebody else, if you want to just trade it blindly, because really when you don't have this knowledge, because again, this is your leading indicator in the market. The only other leading indicator is algo levels, computer trading levels. So, and that's why I got this and the computer trading levels in my precision indicator course, because it's they're only two leading indicators you got. Everything else, your moving averages, your RSIs, all that stuff, it's all lagging. So it is based on, it gives you what, shows you want to see after what's taking place in the price. So you're not going to, again, you're always going to be, lagging behind in your signal. Whereas with this, you can get in ahead of time. That's why yesterday, again, if you go back, watch yesterday's video, told the guys, hey, buying GME 195, AMC 43. Why? Because the BOOKMAP levels told me to get in there. A lot of buyers. There was really no liquidity below it. Strong sign that, hey, this is the bottom. We're buying and we're heading up. Sure enough, it ran to 225. Told them, hey, that's where it's shooting for. 225 and then 48 on AMC. I told them I was out looking for re-entry. Told them I was getting back in 195 on GME, and then what was it, 43 for AMC. So got back in at those levels, got a pop, took advantage of it, got out of there. So, but this was today. We see that today we opened up, and really the first thing that sticks out to me, again, this 215 level. A lot of people wanting to do business, sell at that level, and then also to 195. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get our pullback. There was enough buyers at 290 or 200 to hold it. We see that it pushed up, came back and retested the buyers here at 200. Didn't give it a chance to get to 195, 196. Jump on top of the VWAP, nice support candles. See that it ran into a little bit of sellers here at 207. They knocked it back down. Knocked it back down $3 or $4, and then bam, a nice bullish engulfing candle here. Yeah, strong sign that we are heading to the next major level of liquidity. What was that? 215. Sure enough, we get to 215 and it retreats immediately. Now, the way you play this, if you're playing, like, hey, take your profits here. Once it shows that it can get support candles on 215, pushes through it, you'll get a candle that pushes through, and then you get you another, one or two candles on the 2 minute, or two candles on the 5 minute. Once it shows it can hold it, then hey, jump back in, play it up to 220, this next major level here. But don't give a bunch of profit back. Just don't do it. So with that said, pulls all the way back to the VWAP. Boy, how bad do you feel there, from 215 to 207 real quick. And then from there, we still got 215 lighting up, and then we got 200. It's going to one of these levels. Now for me, I was betting on 200. That's why my orders were sitting at 200, ready to rock and roll. So we see that gets up underneath the VWAP, and then bam, we get down here to 200, 201. And you better know they're going to pop it right back. So popped it right back to this major level of liquidity up here and knocked it back. A lot of sellers sitting in this area. They knocked it back down. Buyers come in right here. We see them coming in the book at 205. They're ready to buy it back up. And sure enough, they did push it back up to 210. We see it pushes again. It pushes through this liquidity, and then we get support candles, support candle, wick of support. Yeah, what's that tell you? We're heading to the next major level of liquidity, and in this case, 215. Now this one was a little tricky. Yeah, this is one definitely could have faked you out, but again, it only did it with one candle, 1 2-minute candle, push through. Okay, if you'd have waited for your second candle, you'd have said, okay, there's my retest. Now at my retest candle, when it comes back and pushes through, comes back and tests the backside of the liquidity. From that point, now you get ready to make your decision. Okay, next candle, nope, it's not reclaiming it. It's not getting back up on top of this. This one pushes up a little bit. No, not holding it. And then right here, that's your confirmation that this level is not holding. We are heading back to the next level of liquidity, in this case, 209. And then from there, pushes to the VWAP. They bounce it off the VWAP and comes down. Buyer stepping in again here at VWAP. See this white turning from black to white to blue. Yeah. So, and what did they do? They pushed it right back up to this liquidity and rejected it again. So, yeah, that was GME. Of course, AMC, very similar. Yeah, I'm trading these stocks. I'm actually been, to be able to get cheaper share amounts. I've been, we get pops in GME, or drops in GME. That's where I'm buying AMC as well. You have to get cheaper share costs because they're pretty tightly linked right now. Let's see what else we had. Well, let me check. Let me check the server. I think I had a couple requests. Let me get into my. Okay. All right. So this is eMoney server, trading server that I help out in. Good server. Focuses on options. Let's see here. So yeah, see, there was yesterday grabbing. I'm told him I was getting back in yesterday, and this was at 215. I told him, hey, I'm getting back in at 195, 197, and yeah, I jumped back in at 195. Yesterday's video. Let me see, PFE, and then your call for 20 was astonishing. 20. Oh, okay. This is SPRT. So I'd done a BOOKMAP deep dive for this gentleman on SPRT last week. Yeah, told him that as long as the buyers could hold it at $7, $8, great upside to $10 to $12, and then $20. $20 was really where they were shooting for. So with that said, let's check out PFE. Let's check out PFE and SPRT for these guys. SPRT. All right, let's see what we got here. SPRT. Oh yeah, look at that band of liquidity. Oh, 20. Yeah, they want it. When I see these huge bands like that, it's the volume and a little bit of momentum. They are going to those levels. Geez, there was a lot of activity on this ship. Yeah, a lot of people wanting to do business on this one today. Okay, so we see it starts the day, pushes up into these sellers, big line of sellers at 16. They knock it down, knock it all the way down to this. Hey, 14 was a great buy because again, there's nothing on the other side. So it's like, hey, if these buyers can hold this level, the upside there is it's going to push back up higher liquidity. And we see that's exactly what it did. Had a ton of sellers to chew through, absorb these sellers, and slowly but surely it did. Yeah, we see it just slowly pushing through them. And then as soon as they finally get through them, knocks it back down to 16, and then more sellers come in the book here at 18. And then, yeah, just eats through those sellers. Look at it go. Yeah, some nice momentum in here. See, it gets on top, nice bullish candle through there. And yeah, and then makes its way to 20. It accomplishes it. It gets to its final destination. And then they want to pump it some more. Look at that. I always tell people, when a stock when it can't push through a tough resistance or tough area during trading hours, they use the aftermarket and pre-market to do it. And sure enough, look what we have here. Bam, pushing through this huge layer, because there's not as much resistance. There's not as many people to fight through during these times. So they can move the markets easier during the, the after hours. After hours, that's why we get our gaps, gap up, gap down. Yeah. How many stocks that gap up or down almost every day? Because again, this right here, they know they can. Big money knows that they can move things around easier. So SPRT. With that said, yeah, they're. There's no the next major. Yeah, really. 35 is starting to get, 30 and 35 are starting to get some, but again, nothing like we had right here. So I don't have a lot of conviction with this one right now. 20 was really the spot to take your profit. And then, be content with that. Considering, like I said, we got in at $7-8 and yeah, played the push 10 to 12 liquidity support on that. And then was playing for the $20. Yeah, I'd say that be happy with your profit here. Don't give it, because this stock like this, it could, you're talking about fall $5-10 in no time. Cut in half, 50%, literally lose it half its profit value in no time. So you don't want to mess around with these. Take your profit and be thankful for it. What was the other one? PFE. Got a request on PFE. So frustrating. I was in this big time before the vaccine stuff, and it didn't do nothing. Now, of course, Moderna starts pumping like crazy. Now it's been, again, if you don't realize, a lot of these stocks are so attached. It's like the EV stocks, They're like, oh man, NEO and all these. It's like, no, they're only pumping because of Tesla. Tesla is dragging them all. It's dragging the whole market. Same way with PFE. It was being drug up by Moderna. It's no coincidence. Moderna's, which, hey, we call Moderna big time. So with that said, PFE, what is my instant? Okay, I see a lot of people want to do business at 48, 49, and 50. So yeah, I could definitely see, it pushing back up there to fill that liquidity, no doubt. 47 has a lot of people that want to do business. So yeah, 47 likely come down here, fill some orders at 47, and then make our way back up to 48, 49, and 50. So that's what I'm seeing there. As far as the day, again, you start the day between two major levels of liquidity, 48 and 47, and then the VWAP in the middle of them. Oh, that's a sign of some ping ponging back and forth, and that's exactly what happened. Yep, ping ponging between the VWAP and this liquidity. We see that they came in here, buyers came in here before, and they just bounced in between. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, don't even like looking at Pfizer. Irritating. With that said, what else? Another one that shows gives a beautiful order book view is Apple. Yeah, I've always get a nice pretty picture on Apple. Let's see here. Yeah, Apple's another one I will not trade without an order book. I don't want to trade anything without an order book. Come on. And FYI, yeah, if you can hear my fans in the background, it's because it and then I got a high-end computer here. Got the NVIDIA GeForce GTX and an iCore 7 9th generation. So I got some good stuff with this computer, but it's yeah, it will drink on the GPU. All right, so we see that Apple opens up. Yeah, 50 has been flashing in the order book for days, but again, that's why, you know, yeah, we were selling short and bear call spreads on option spreads on Apple at 150, and we did quite well on them. Because again, why did we do that? Because it was just a monster, which, you know, it's eaten a lot of the orders up now, but going into earnings, yeah, that's what I told them. I said 150 according to the order book is likely our pre-market top. Or pre-earnings, I'm sorry, pre-earnings stop. So we see that Apple opens up, pushes this liquidity, rejects, comes down to the 148 liquidity, pushes through it, pushes it back to test it, rejects back through it, comes down here 147, finds more buyers. They push it back up to the VWAP, and they can't hold it, gets below the VWAP. And then from that point, when you start getting rejection of the VWAP like that, look for the next major level of liquidity beneath, and sure enough, it comes there, nice bounce out of it. So that's Apple. Didn't do a lot of moving. Tesla. Love me some Tesla. When in doubt, I just trade Tesla. But it's a lot easier to trade Tesla whenever you can look behind the curtain and see what's going on. So Tesla is very sensitive to the S&P, and if anybody was watching the market today, you know the S&P started selling off really hard. Hence the reason why we get this. But with that said, start the day, get nice support on this liquidity right here. Nice signal to, ride it to the next level. And we see that it pushed, sure enough, pushed up here to the 715 liquidity. Again, take your profit at that point. Take your profit, you know. Once it shows that it can get back up on top of this, again, pushes a candle through, candle back, you know, then you get 1 or 2 candles of support, whether it be a 5-minute or a 2-minute. With a 2-minute, you want 2 to 3. 5-minute, you want 1 to 2. Didn't do that. So again, comes up here, a little double top here, and down she goes. And again, S&P, once you see the S&P start falling, I mean, you're not going to have many instances where the Tesla is going to hold up. It needs a lot of FOMO for, S&P or SPY to be falling to the floor and for it to be pushing up. I've only seen that, only a few times. It doesn't happen much. And which that said, the other day I actually took advantage of it. SPY started dropping, Tesla started pushing up, and I was like, "There's no news for Tesla." I was like, "This ain't gonna last." And sure enough, I started shorting it there, and started dumping with SPY. So with that said, pushes down to this liquidity. Buyers in here, well, comes down here, they try to buy it up, pushes through, and we see that it pushes back up to the top of the liquidity right here, and then bam, rejection down. So again, if you're waiting for your 1 or 2 5-minute candles, you'd have seen the clear, it'd been easy. And then right here, that's the easy sign that we are heading to the next major level of liquidity, and that was 705. They bought it up again. Still, SPY was falling through the floor. My big level was all day long. I was looking to buy at 100. This is the level that I wanted. Why did I want that level so much? Because there was nothing behind it. No major levels behind it. And a lot more times than not, that tells me, hey, this is going to be a powerful level. Get my volume down, volume bars off of there. Okay, so sure enough, I was ready to buy at 700. Came down here 701, 700, and sure enough, nice pop off of that. Those buyers, you see, they started dragging their orders up too. See how it's black in here. And then once it starts getting to it, now this starts getting bluer and bluer, more orders coming in, dragging orders up. And pushed it up, pushed it back up to the VWAP. And you don't want to mess with it until it can prove that it can reclaim the VWAP. It never did. In fact, it finally pushed down here. And got in. I played the bounce here. But when I went in, I already knew, I'm like, SPY was falling a little bit. I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get in here at 700, I got to be willing to, play it to 698 because the liquidity started popping right here, 698. So, and that's ended up where it ended up finding support and sideways from there. So for me, it was I was hoping to get a, maybe a nice pop. SPY popped really hard into the end of the day, like it does all the time. So I was hoping maybe like a, $5 pop, really nice pop into the end. Didn't get it. So out of there. So with that said, that was it for the market. Let's see. We covered PFE, SPRT for the gentleman. My server. Let's see what we had. Pre-market prep. Okay. Yeah. Fear the Fed. We'll be speaking tomorrow. The market is scared of tapering. Again, this is something I'd pointed out earlier in the week or last week, that likely in the pre-market prep that big money likely pushes it up into this tapering or this Fed announcement in the event that it's tapering, so that they have plenty of people. I said in the event they need to sell to people today and tomorrow. Well, they definitely sold to some people today. Dropped SPY from 450 to which was nice yesterday. Look for SPY to pull back at 449, 430. Now, why did I say that yesterday? Why was I confident in that? Well, because my other leading indicator, which I mentioned earlier, algo levels. Let me show you one. All right, here's you some algo levels. Now, these are already on the chart. These don't pop up after the fact. These are on my chart to start the day. I see the levels. Now, why did I tell them 449.30? Well, because right here, we had an algo level sitting right here at 449.40. So what happened yesterday? We're on this is a 5-minute SPY. Pushed up to it, sold off, pushed back up to it, boom. And ultimately that's why too we got into some short positions, specifically DIA, because I knew if SPY started selling off, DIA was going to sell off, and there's beautiful liquidity as far as the option chain. Love the DIA option chain. So with that said, and then what did it come down to today? Came down to this algo level, and and that's I actually sent it out to the group too. We gotta let them know that, hey, we're popping at the algo, and it came down here, popped up the algo again. Let me see. So we got almost $2 worth of pop off of the algo at this point, and then the second retest of this algo. Got another 70 cent pop off of it there at that. So algo levels are something else that I won't trade without. I got to have them. So with that said, I hope this knowledge helped you for today, and thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and hope everything goes good for you in the market, and may the market be with you.